All right. What's going down, y'all? All right. So, I mean, okay, nobody didn't ask me nothing. All right? No problem. I get it. But just my 2 cents. See, I just finished doing my podcast with my homeboy, T. Hotshot. Our podcast is called Pizza in the Break Room. So we just signed off and, we spoke about the Oscars and the outrage that the black delegation, the black caucus, black Twitter has had with the fact that Angela Bassett did not win Best Supporting Actress for her role in Wakanda Forever. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people are outraged. A lot of people feel that it's injustice that Angela Bassett did not win that award, and they applaud her and praise her for her showing her dissatisfaction when she wasn't chosen as the winner to Jamie Lee Curtis, who ended up winning the award, the Oscar, for her role in Everything Everywhere All at Once. My thing is, I've watched Wakanda Forever. I thought it was an alright movie. Good storyline. Not as good as the first Wakanda, Black Panther, but it was good. Angela Bassett she played a nice role. However, Jamie Lee Curtis was in a better movie. The movie was the movie was one of the most brilliant movies I've probably ever seen. Now, some people might say different. Right, I remember when I was sitting in the theater and I was just in the theater being blown away, just like, who thought of this? This is like the most amazing thing I've seen in my recent history. This has been the most amazing thing I've seen. Just the thought behind it, the cinematography, the conceptualism, just everything was just awesome in this movie. So I left that movie thinking, this is the best movie I've seen in years. I left Wakanda saying, well, that was okay. You understand? As I was talking to my homeboy T. Hotshot in our podcast and Pizza in the Break Room, I likened the competition to that of the MVP race of the NBA, where sometimes there are great players doing great things, but they happen to be on teams that aren't faring so well throughout the season. Right? They don't have a great record, but the players play exceptionally well, and that is to his detriment that he's not on a team that is doing well. And there are players that are doing really well on really good teams. So what I'm saying is that they're the best player on the best team. They might not have the same type of stats as the player that is on a worse team, but because they are an important and integral piece to the team that is doing the best at the time, they end up being considered for the MVP award more than somebody that's not on the team that's doing as great, right? So, for example, Nikola Jokic, right now he plays for the Denver Nuggets. He is on the number one team in the West. Granted, his stats are fantastic. But then some people will say that Joel Embiid in the East Coast has great stats, right? And his performance should be worthy of MVP for this year. But then now you get to the dichotomy of stats versus production of your team. What is your production doing for the success of your team? Nikola Jokic's stats are translating to his team being the best in the West. Joel Embiid's stats are translating to his team being successful, but not as successful as Nikola Jokic. I say that to say this: Angela Bassett, she did okay in her movie. She played a great role, and she did well. But the movie was not even close to being as good as the movie that Jamie Lee Curtis was in, which was Everything Everywhere All at Once. So that might weigh heavier that she was actually in a better movie, which allowed her to then get better consideration for the award. Now, cut all that out. If you're asking me personally, I watched that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Also, I watched Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. And as I was watching Everything Everywhere All at Once, what I did say to myself as I was watching this movie was, the daughter in the movie, Stephanie Hsu. That's Stephanie HSU. As I was watching that movie, I was saying to myself, this daughter is killing this movie. She is awesome. She, like, to me, she was the best actor in the movie. I came to realize that, yes, Jamie Lee Curtis did win the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. I did not realize, because I didn't watch the Oscar but I just seen the results. I did not realize that Stephanie Hsu was up for the same award. So people are angry that Angela Bassett lost to Jamie Lee Curtis. Understandable. Jamie Lee Curtis's role was not anything super significant. She did good. No lies. Maybe not as good as Angela Bassett, like I said. So we weight the movie against movies now, which will then give Jamie Lee Curtis the higher ratings towards winning the award. But if I'm comparing Jamie Lee Curtis to Stephanie Hsu, and if anybody's seen the movie, you'll understand that Stephanie Hsu is the one that got robbed, not Angela Bassett. Stephanie Hsu is the one that should have won Best Supporting Actress in a movie for her role as the antagonist in Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, sure, I get the outrage. Angela Bassett, yeah, she didn't win. And yes, we're all upset. Not we. Y'all are upset. Ain't no need to be upset. You're upset at the wrong thing. Maybe you should have been upset when she lost for Tina Turner. She didn't win or get nominated or whatever the case may be. This is not the movie that she should have won in, because there are movies that are better than the one that she was in. And there are actresses that played better, more dynamic roles than the role that she had in Wakanda Forever. So that was just a discussion that we had on Pizza in the Break Room. That's my 2 cents. You agree with me? Let me know. You don't agree with me? Let me know. But all I'm saying is, Stephanie Hsu, she is the one that got robbed at the Oscars on Sunday night, not Angela Bassett. Now, Angela Bassett, I love you, but you're not the one who got robbed. Anyways, check out the last episode of Pizza in the Break Room, episode 85, on YouTube and on Twitch. Pizza in the Break Room. Shout out T. Hot Shot one time. I'll see y'all.